Bam! We got both the six shooters out because the preacher is back in the building. Thank God we are here with the Real Talk Sports Show. That's right, the Real Talk Sports Show is back, broadcasting to you live from our studios just south of Georgia. And we're excited to be back out here. We thank the Lord that He has given me the opportunity to come back out here. We were very uncertain about the Real Talk Sports Show coming back, but uh, thanks to the Lord, really rejuvenating my health. I thank God that I'm back out here to be able to be with everybody once again here on the Real Talk Sports Show broadcast. You can see right up here, we have it already listed, all of our contact information as far as social media. You can find us anywhere on social media at Real Talk Sports, the number 7. That's how you can find us. You can follow me personally at Minister J. Sims. You also can find us on our website at realtalksports.net. And of course, for those of you who are watching right now on YouTube, or for those of you who are watching us on the replay, because we know so many of you guys do so, you know what to do. Bam! Subscribe, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on there and make sure to hit the little bell, and that will make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. Please do so if you don't mind. We want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor for high school football, Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln. Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln, located 6490 Mount Zion Boulevard in the beautiful city of Monroe, Georgia. Please check them out. And the biggest thing is, come check me out right there at the dealership. You can contact me directly if you need a vehicle for yourself or your family. Give me a call, 678-364-3979. Well, tonight we're going to do our high school football preview. We're bringing two of the better high schools located south of I-20. We're going to have first the Jonesboro Cardinals on. The Cardinals are coming off their second consecutive season of postseason play. Got to the second round last year. Cardinals will be with us here as they do each and every year. They're one of our featured schools. And then after that, we will have a new featured school from right down the road in Henry County, the Ola High School Mustangs. They will be joining us as well. So stay tuned. Probably about 15 minutes, and Jonesboro will be joining us. And then in about a half an hour, at the 8 p.m. hour, we will be joined by the good folks over at Ola, which is right down the road. Well, like I said again, we are back. There it is. There's our pop-up there for those of you, again, who are watching us. I know some of you are just listening to us on the podcast. We appreciate you as well. Like I said, Jonesboro Cardinals will be joining us along with the Ola Mustangs. And as always, we want to give a big shout out to those people who partner with us. First of all, the Phoenix Entertainment Group. They are owned by my good buddy, Mr. Gary Booker. Phoenix Entertainment allows us to broadcast on the Roku TV. So if you have Roku TV, just download the Phoenix Entertainment app, and you can find our videos broadcasting either live or via archive or replay. We also want to give a shout out to WIGO AM 1570. It's now the pace setter, legendary pace setter, 1570 AM here in Atlanta, Georgia. You also can find them at WIGO1570.com. And last but not least, a big shout out to Allen Vigil Ford in Lincoln, where I actually work. And like I said, again, if you need a vehicle for yourself, your friends, or your family, you know what to do. Give me a call, 678-364-3979, and we'd love to take care of you. Hey, man, listen, we're going to try to do some different things this year. Going to bring you a little bit more interviews as far as one-on-one stuff, bringing you some people who are doing some great things in the community. We kind of got away from that in our show. We're really highly focused on scores and things like that, which is great. But we also want to talk to people who are doing some things in the community, people who are, the legends. We're going to bring back interviews with the legends. We've had the great opportunity to interview Hall of Famers uh, and people who have done some great things on the world of sports. We want to bring on those people from the past. I think that sometimes we get caught up so much in today's sports that we forget about, man, there were people before us. I know it is, man, when you're young, it's on and pop and you're thinking, hey, it's all about us. It's true. You have your season, but there was a season before you and a season before that. So we're going to bring on some people here who have really done some great things in the world of sports, like I said, Hall of Famers and guys who have achieved at the top of their sports game. So look forward to Real Talk Sports getting back to what we do best. Like I said, tonight, as we kind of get our way back into the mix, we're going to bring in, like I said, Jonesboro High School. They're going to give us a preview. They have their big game coming up, the rivalry game, which is against, they call them the school around the corner, but we want to give them a shout out. It's actually the Mount Zion High School football. Interesting thing is that schools are only separated by about 3 miles. So that's why it's kind of intense, their rivalry. So again, we want to give those guys an opportunity to talk about what they have going on in the upcoming season. And then right down the road from them in Henry County, the Ola Mustangs. They are doing some great things. This is a team that had been languishing, and they got a new coach last year, and this coach has really turned the program around, got them into the second round of postseason play. So again, we look forward to having both of those guys on in just a little bit as we kind of bring you back to Real Talk Sports Show as we do it on multiple platforms, including YouTube, Facebook. We're actually on Twitch as well. And of course, on Roku via the Phoenix Entertainment Channel. Listen, before we get to that, we want to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the world of sports. And certainly now you can do this. If you want to comment on the show and you're watching us here, go ahead and do so. We can see your comments on social media. We'll pop them up and let people know kind of what your thoughts are about what's going on out there in the world of sports. One of the things that has certainly got buzz is Shedeur Sanders. Everybody's talking about Shedeur Sanders all during the preseason, obviously leading up to the draft. We all know about the fiasco that happened with the draft where he slid all the way down to a fifth round pick, which was really crazy why he did that. And as a matter of fact, there was an incident that happened where they had the coach, the defensive coordinator, who you see there for those of you watching. If you remember, we had a situation where his son was prank called Shedeur, and that was a nasty little situation, which got resolved by the Falcons getting a huge fine and that being taken care of there. But everybody was like, man, this is crazy. Shedeur is sliding down to the fifth round. But he has so far acquitted himself in his first preseason game, 16 of 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdown passes, including a very nifty on the run, throwing a dime to his receiver towards the back of the end zone. So Shedeur is showing that he is everything that a lot of people imagine him to be, a guy that could be a quarterback to lead his team into and move from being a mediocre team to a good team. So keep your eye on Shedeur Sanders. He still right now is number 4 in the depth chart, so we can't do too excited. But again, in his opening preseason appearance, couldn't ask for anything better. Like you said, you're talking around 63% passing in terms of his completions, 2 touchdowns, no picks, avoided a sack. And his brother Shiloh. How about Shiloh? I shouldn't say the unknown Sander, the unsung Sander. He doesn't get as much publicity as his brother Shedeur, but Shiloh came out playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he had a decent game, had a pass deflection and a nasty quarterback hit as he became a blitzer on the Todd Bowles system. For the people who don't know, Todd Bowles, the head coach of Tampa Bay, was an outstanding defensive back in his day, an outstanding defensive coordinator, and he is bringing the juice down there with Mr. Shiloh Sanders. So look forward to him making some noise down in Tampa Bay. Hopefully, doesn't make any noise when they play against the Falcons. If, of course, he makes the team, which we think he will. But that's been kind of the sports news in the NFL. Of course, the other thing is right here in Atlanta, Atlanta did what they haven't done in eons. They went deep into the draft, picking defensive players, including not one but 2 edge rushers. Falcons picking up Javon Walker, the stud linebacker from the Georgia Bulldogs, and also picking up the young man out of Tennessee that is bringing some heat so far with the team. I just had a temporary brain lock, so please forgive me as I have forgotten his name. But at the end of the day, the Falcons making some noise as they really have gotten some defensive help on their team, drafting not one but two edge rushers, also drafting a couple of defensive backs. So the Falcons really looking to bolster that defense, believing that they have in Michael Penix Jr. a quarterback that can really be basically a quarterback for the next 10 years, a guy that can get them into postseason play if, in fact, they can get some things happening with the defense. So, again, look for the Falcons to make some noise this year. I just had a brain unlock. James Pierce Jr. is the stud from out of Tennessee. And for those of you who follow the Falcons camp so far, you know he's been a little tasty. Got into a couple of fights with his teammates. But I got to tell you, that's kind of what we're looking for. I mean, not fighting the teammate, but we need a guy with some edge. I'm not sure you say edge rusher, but that's one thing I think the Falcons have not had, a guy that's kind of had a little nasty to him. And certainly James Pierce Jr. appears to have that, a guy that is like, look, I'm here to rush the passer. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to do the best interviews in the world, which he does do a good interview. But at the end of the day, they're like, hey, he's looking to bring the heat. And we're excited to see that here in Falcons world. WNBA will do, just give a big shout out to the Atlanta Dream. Team has played extremely well so far this year and is on pace to get to the playoffs. Now, we know last year they were on pace to do the same thing. They had a late season swoon and got out of the playoffs with a quick exit. This year, they certainly are on pace to get back to the playoffs and make a run. The biggest problem they're going to have is fighting off on injuries. That's going to be the biggest problem the Dream have. But like I said, right now, they are a team to be reckoned with in the WNBA. So Atlanta sports, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. And later on this year, we're going to continue to give you high school football. We'll give you a little bit of Falcons coverage. And we're looking forward to maybe our man, D. Orlando Ledbetter, joining us for more Falcons coverage. So again, guys, the Real Talk Sports Show, we're back. We're just thanking the Lord for our health. I had gotten banged up, had broken my pinky, and had some issues even with my legs. So I did not know if I'd be back with you guys at all. So like I said, again, I'm thanking the Lord that we're able to come back and to be able to do this show again and to really spotlight the good things that are going on in the world of sports, both near and far, but especially here in our backyard down in the South Side. We want to point at the high schools here. And speaking of that, if you want your high school to be featured on the Real Talk Sports Show, it's real easy. Give us a call. I'll put it up here right now. There's the phone number. Call me on the cell, 678-410-9833. And the better thing is to just shoot me an email, jsimmons@realtalksports.net. We'd love to get your high school on here to talk about what your high school is doing, especially if your school gets involved with things to serve the community. I know so many of the schools are involved with the FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I also know many other schools get involved with making sure their young men and young women get out and serve the elderly, the homeless. Any story like that, we really want to profile in the Real Talk Sports Show because we are, in fact, for lack of a better term, a faith-based show. Because yours truly is the minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and this is kind of my way to be able to spread the good news and to let people know that even with all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world, that the Lord has people doing some good things out there. And I can't really tell that story fully unless you let me know. So there is your information right there. Jay Simmons at realtalksports.net. So that's JSIMMONS at realtalksports.net. Or you can text me 678-410-9833. And as we go through the year, we're actually going to have a special number for the show because at some point during the year, we hope to have the ability for you to call in onto the show. How about that? So again, great things going on with the Real Talk Sports Show. We're going to take a break, and then we'll get to our high school preview segment. The Jonesboro Cardinals, followed by the Ola Mustangs. You're watching the Real Talk Sports Show. We'll be back with more in just a moment. You know, I always tell you, don't go nowhere.
The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
Looking for a vehicle? Come to Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We're a family-owned dealership that's been serving the Atlanta area for over 40 years, offering an unbeatable selection of new Fords, Lincolns, and pre-owned vehicles. Enjoy our exceptional customer service and great financing options tailored just for you. Visit us at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in Morrow, Georgia, located just 20 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Call us at 678-364-3979 or visit online at allenvigilford.net.
Welcome to the Real Talk Sports Show. I'm Aria, the first AI presenter for Real Talk Sports. We want to get your feedback.
Coming up next, it's the Real Talk Sports Show, bringing you great sports talk with perspective. Now, here's our host, Jonathan Simmons.
And we're back. Welcome back to the Real Talk Sports Show. Again, I am your host, Mr. Jonathan Simmons, and we're very excited to have you back with us here as we once again relaunch the Real Talk Sports Show. And like I said, again, we just thank the Lord that we are physically able to do so. We appreciate all those of you who have tuned in to us. Well, I'm not going to belabor the time. I know there are many fans of a high school right down the road from here, located in Jonesboro High School. They have been on what we say the come up over the last couple of years, getting the postseason play, and last year even getting a home game for the first round and advancing into the second round. I have the head coach here, and he's a friend of our program, Coach Timothy Floyd. Welcome back, sir. How you been?
I've been good. I really appreciate you having us on. Thank you.
Coach, I'm excited that you guys are back, and like I told you about, I'm just happy to be able to do it. It was touch and go there for a minute because I was kind of having some problems after this pinky injury. I don't know whether I was favoring my left side, but my hip was hurting. I was like, man, I don't know if I could do sports again, but thank the Lord, I'm feeling much better now. So I'm looking forward to covering you guys and some of the other schools down here in the South Side this year, no doubt.
I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Now, I saw you was moving a little slow going up and down those stairs of terror.
Oh yes, sir. That's what it was, brother. I was like, I was easing down upstairs because there was no banisters. I'm like, if anything happens, down we go. So yeah, but I do thank the Lord. I'm feeling better, and I have some help now. I actually have an intern that's going to be joining us from Morehouse, and of course, our good buddy who you know down the sideline, Jason, is already excited about being back. So we're just looking forward to it this year. And Coach, I know you got some of your players here. So Coach, I don't know if you can hear me. Who do you have for players with you this year? On the I should say on the show tonight.
I have joining us would be Jontavius Wyman, Cortez Redding, Jeremiah Collier, and Lucius Murray.
Okay. And we have another guest on the show as well. He's a guy that's been with us a while. He's doing some great things here in the community with his own nonprofit, Mr. Barry Brown. I'll bring him up in a minute, but let's get some of these players up here. I see young Mr. Collier in the building. There he is. What's going on, young man?
What's going on, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you again. Let's see if we can get Mr. Wyman. I see him peeking in. There he is. John Tavis, what's going on, sir?
What's going on?
I said, listen, Coach, he had to make sure the hair was right before he came on. You see him? Yeah, John Tavis had to make sure everything was straight. He said, I'm on camera. I got to be right. Yes, right. Sir. I see Cortez is in the green room somewhere. While I get him set, I'll bring Mr. Barry Brown from the Student Athlete Playbook. Mr. Brown, welcome back, sir. There's Barry Brown. Gotcha. How you doing, Barry? I don't know if Barry can hear me right now. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll get Mr. Cortez Redding in the building. Cortez, there you go.
How you doing?
Good to see you again, young man. How you doing?
Good to see you too. I'm doing good.
Praise the Lord. Barry, do I have you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now.
There you are.
I think that was on my side.
No problem, sir. Well, you see, we got the Jonesboro High School crew here. Now I see Lucius Murray. He's in the green room, but I don't see his smiling face. So we'll wait till he pops on camera. There he is. Hold on a second. Let's get him. There he goes. Yeah.
Lou with the
Coach,
big smile.
Listen, I like how your guys do it. They make sure that everything is right when they come on camera. They got to go make sure the hair is right and the lights right. Then they come on. They know that, hey, that look is good.
That's right.
Well, Coach, let's get started real quick, Coach. What your opening game of the season? Um, are you ready to go? Are you excited to go? Tell us a little bit about that opening game and the fact it's a rivalry game to start the season.
And most definitely excited about this Friday night. It's always an exciting time of the year to kick off the season and kick off with a rivalry game. So we most definitely excited about that.
Now, let's go around. Let's go around the room there, Mr. Collier. Your thoughts about playing your arch rival the first game of the season?
Yes, sir. I'm extremely excited to start this season off. Just set the tone for the rest of the year.
John James, how about you? It's not your first rodeo playing your rivals. What are your thoughts about playing them right off the rip?
I'm ready to play them boys. It's our senior year. Just trying to go out there with a bang. It's our fourth time playing them, so we just got to go out there and compete. I'm ready.
Cortez, how about you?
I have to say I'm super excited for this, but best more not more so of like the competition or the team that we play is more so just like getting his rivalry game, playing with our brothers for the last time against a rivalry school, and I always know every year how much this game means to Coach Floyd. So it being our last year, I just want to make it special, and I'm super amped up about this one. This one feels more special than all the other ones that we played in. So I'm super excited and can't wait to see what happens.
And Lucius, how about you?
Oh yes, I'm very excited for this game. Like I said, it's like a rivalry week. It's like for the last 4 years I've been playing them, so it's just like I know what it takes like for that first week and how it feel. It's a great atmosphere. The game gonna be good, so it's just exciting. And then also being able to be back on the field with the guys and just see how we take it this year. It's exciting.
So Barry, now I know it's been a while for you, sir, but you've been there, done that. Barry is holds down something. You want to tell these young men that what you did back in your day, sir? Just kind of let them know what you guys did over at Morrow, sir. Mr. Brown, we done lost your mic again, sir. Your mic is something's up with your mic. We can't hear you, sir. Get your mic out, sir.
Yeah, because I was on mute, Minister Jonathan Simmons. So that's
I'm about to mute you, bro. I put this big layout to tell the young man what you accomplished. All of a sudden, I see your mouth moving. Yeah, I ain't hearing nothing. All right, well, tell these young men what you were able to accomplish in your high school days, sir.
Well, first of all, let me say thank you to you, Jonathan, for having me on. Always a pleasure to be on with you. And shout out to Coach Floyd. You're building an outstanding program over there at Jonesboro High School. And to you young men, hey, man, y'all sound great. Y'all look great. And y'all get this season started off on a high note. Back in the day, I'm a 1990 graduate of Morrow High School, man. So y'all were our rivals back in the day. The whole Clayton County from Forest Park to Riverdale. And I played on the 1987 state championship team, man. So had an opportunity to compete very high for Clayton County, representing Clayton County in the state of Georgia, man. And went on to play ball at Presbyterian College up in Clinton, South Carolina, man. So excited about what y'all are doing, man. Happy that y'all are representing the county very well. Clayco, as they now call it, been called that for a lot of years. So I knew we had arrived when I got older. And we started representing Clayton County like Clayco. I knew we had the streets on lock and the football field on lock. Where y'all doing your thing out there, man. So shout out to y'all, man, and y'all keep up the great work, man. I hope I get a chance to catch y'all this season in person, man. So good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
So, Coach, this year, every year I know the teams are different. This year, kind of what is the feeling? If somebody's coming out watching a Jonesboro high school team, what are the expectations for that team? What kind of people looking at? Is it offense, defense? Kind of what's going to be the thing that's going to people say, okay, this is a Jonesboro team. This is what they can look for.
First off, we need to. I expect them to stay a disciplined team out on the field, and a running game. I think the running game is going to be huge for us. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, Coach, I noticed during the your media day, you had some guys that were they had a little size to them. You tell us a little bit about the two linemen I saw. I think you had one guy around 6'7", 280, another guy around 6'4", 260. Talk us a little bit about these linemen that you have now for Jonesboro.
Well, we most definitely excited about the line. I think this is one of our most talented lines from left tackle to right tackle. Um, we actually have some sides that we're excited about. We just got to get those feet moving and move some people off the line, so we can
All
get
right, I
Lucius
got
and
to
John
support.
Tavis and those guys the ball.
Oh yeah, man, because you got some studs back there. Now, Barry, I'm gonna tell you something. I got surprised. I go to Jonesboro Media Day. You know, I kind of been out of pocket for a little bit. I see John Tavius. I see Cortez. I haven't seen him for a few years, and they shocked me when I asked him about you going to school. John Tavius said, "Well, sir, I have switched my commitment." John Tavius, tell everybody where you're going now. I know you told them before back in April, but where you going to school now, sir?
My University of Miami.
You're going to the U, and then
yes, sir. The U. Well,
it
John
gets even
Tavius,
better, sir.
let me tell you something. My daughter, my oldest daughter, just graduated from the U. She's a 2025 graduate of the U, man. So and there's a young man that's down there right now, from Langston Hughes High School down there. So hey man,
Ooh,
y'all
which
gonna go
one?
down there and make a great tandem. He's a defensive lineman from that that state championship team I think that was 2023, the year they won. Big Josh. You familiar with Josh? I forgot Josh's last name at the moment. He was I think he was number 8 on that state championship team down there from Langston Hughes. Played with Air Nolan down there over there at Langston Hughes. Yeah, man. So he's down there now, but I'll make sure I'll make sure I get Josh information to connect you with him, so that you get down there, at least you'll know who he is when you get down there, man. So yeah, shout out to you on that big time commitment down there, brother. Yeah, and you're gonna love it down there. The atmosphere beautiful. I used to love it going down there to visit my daughter. So yeah, you're gonna love the atmosphere by far.
What's not to love being on Miami? But then wait, there's more. I'm getting set up. They have the commitment day. It's commitment day. And I see these different jerseys sitting there. And then I see a young man by the name of Cortez Redding walk up to the dais. And he said, I'm going to let him say what he said that day when he said, I'm going to.
Oh yeah, on that day, I
Yes,
also
sir.
decided that I'll be going to the University of Miami as well. So, man, my brother
So,
just still doing the things that we've been doing in high school. Look forward to doing it on a higher level, on another level. Super excited to doing it with like my best friend. So that's super exciting.
bro, can you believe it? They got the whole defensive backfield going down to the U. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, man. I was because I was out of the loop for a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the U's got
No, I
two
was just
studs.
saying, Miami is ranked high this year.
Yep.
And they got a nice class coming in. Look like how many Cortez or Tavis? How many commitments do they have down there for your class coming out in 26? Do y'all know the number of guys that got committed already?
Yeah, we got like 28.
Yeah, it's around like 28.
Ooh, okay.
Buddy. Yeah, that's no joke, man.
Sure.
Yeah. Listen,
congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, they've been rating Georgia for a minute, man. You remember a couple of years ago, man, they had my boy from from Valdosta. I think he went down there and played some quarterback. Yeah, man, you've been kind of rating the thing. Now, Lucius, I think if I can remember, you said you had not committed yet when I talked to you at the media day.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, so now I'm putting Lucius on blast. It was about him and 3 or 4 other guys. They were like, we ain't committed. And I told them, and they promised me that once they made a decision, they were going to let us know on Real Talk Sports. So anything you want to tell us tonight, Lucius, or we're still going to wait?
We were still waiting. I got you.
Oh, he
Stay
said,
down.
That's right.
Stay down,
Stay
Lulu.
down.
all right, go to stay low, stay low. Well,
Stay
listen,
down,
guys,
Lala.
I hear you. I hear you. Listen, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. I know you guys come right after practice. I see you kind of going home, trying to get yourself together. So I ain't gonna hold you much longer. We're excited to once again be out there. And I'm just gonna say this for anybody watching from any of the schools in any of the counties, Clayton or Henry County. I'm gonna ask you guys, please, you parents that are watching, tell your kids to act like they got some home training because we shoot in the food court. And I got to tell you, the couple of middle of games, I got to have my head on a swivel. I'm looking around when what's going on. So please, everybody, so we can give you the full coverage of the Jonesboro game. If some guy jump off, not at the game. You do that somewhere else.
Right.
We appreciate you. We appreciate all the support, though. We want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to enjoy the game. It's a big game, the rivalry game. We expect, a few thousand people out there. So please come out there and support these young men. Do it the right way. Cheer for them. Don't be cussing nobody. Just enjoy the game and support these young men because all these guys are all seniors, all of them. Lucius, Cortez, John Tavius. This is year number 4. So let them go out in style. Big game against now what is that team you're playing again? I always forget. One more time, what's that team?
I don't know their name. I don't know their name.
I think we just know like it's like the school around
Yeah,
the corner.
they know they down the
They
street, like three,
we
4
just
minutes
know they up
away.
the street from us.
Yeah, them boys down the street. I don't know them boys' name. I don't know
Yeah, we
their
don't know
name.
them boys, man.
I don't know about that.
Oh, sir, I thought you'd do better. You the social media guy that can't call the name of the team out. I can't get the head coach to call the team. So I'll just let you guys know that Jonesboro High School is playing Mount Zion Jonesboro, who is about 3 miles down the road. Oh, there it is right there. I'm gonna let it go right there. Well, gentlemen, listen, appreciate you guys for coming on. I look forward to some great stuff this year, especially the running attack. And for those guys that know me, when I do the Jonesboro game, they bring out what I call the jumbo backfield, but the coach just refers to it as the stealth package. So you guys look forward to seeing that with Jonesboro this year. Gentlemen, good luck. God bless. And we look forward to covering you guys all this year.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Thank you.
Jonathan. Hey, I want
Appreciate
Thank you.
you for having me.
Hey, y'all tell Coach Leonard, Coach Brown said hello, man. Remember Coach Leonard when I was working over there at Morrow High School? That's one of young men that's getting grown up to be a great asset to the community. So y'all tell Coach Leonard, Coach Brown said, "What's up, man? You got a good one over there, Coach Floyd."
Coach Calvin, yes, sir.
Coach Calvin.
Sir.
Y'all call it by the first name. Okay, there it is.
Sir.
You see, that's how old school I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you for
Look
having me.
forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show coming up next. From right down the road in Henry County, the Ola Mustangs. But you got to keep it locked right here for more of the Real Talk Sports Show on our high school football preview. We'll be back.
Hey, sports fans, tune in for live high school football Fridays, 7:30 p.m. on RealTalkSports.net. Check out your favorite Metro Atlanta teams as they do battle on the gridiron. It's your high school game of the week, live streaming free Friday nights on RealTalkSports.net. For more sports coverage and great sports talk, catch the Real Talk Sports Show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Brought to you by Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, a business giving back to their community. Give them a call at 678-364-3979 or check them out online at AllenVigilFord.net.
We are now back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. You don't have to wait any longer. We have our guest on here from Ola High School, right down the road. Another team like Jonesboro, who is trending. A team last year who turned their season completely around, got into postseason play for the first time, I think, in a few years. And I got 2 guys, as you can see, I actually say 3, that were key components of that team. Number 1, we got our coach, Dustin Atkins. You can see him right there, right beneath me. And on the other corner, a guy I work with every single day, Mr. Corey Way, and his son, Mr. Clayton Way, who is a 2-way player and star for the Ola Mustangs. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us. We appreciate the time.
Hey, no doubt.
Sir, thank you.
Okay, good to see you again, Corey. It seemed like I just saw you a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
That's
man. We almost lived together, right?
Almost. There you go. Listen, guys, we appreciate you taking time out. I know that you're coming right off the practice, so I ain't gonna keep you guys too long. First of all, Coach, you kind of came in and turned that program around there, Ola. What was a really big key for you last year as you kind of almost rebuilt this program?
Honestly, I think just building the trust. Being my first year in Henry County, first year at Ola, coming from Florida. The preseason and all over the summer was just kind of breaking those barriers down. I told them from day one it wasn't going to be easy. We're going to work hard, but if you trust me to lead y'all, we could do some special things. Hit some roadblocks early on, but able to pull through, get through some adversity, and I think once we piled up and started stacking win after win after win, everything just kind of started trending in the right direction. And they trusted the process, like trust the coaches. They allowed me to coach how I coach. And I'll be the first to say I'm not the easiest person to play for. I'm very demanding, but they accepted the challenge. And I have a great group of kids and it's just, just investing in them. I think the biggest thing, I mean, it's kind of cliche. I couldn't coach it down until I built relationships. But once I built the relationship with the players and they understood, and I equated to like raising my kids. I was like, I love my kids, but I'm gonna be hard on my kids. And it's the same with y'all. I love y'all to death, but we're not gonna allow little mistakes to slide. And like I tell them all the time, I say anybody could praise you. I said the measure of man is how you respond to adversity, and little things being wrong. That's the adverse moments we have in our program. And once they kind of realized the mindset and what we were trying to do, we had a pretty good season. Pretty good, yes, sir.
Let's get this from a parent and player point of view. First of all, you, Caden, how did you adjust and how did you like this kind of new emphasis on winning as the coach came in for the first time last year?
It really pushed us to our limit. We really showed us who wanted to be out there, who didn't want to. Who really it really changed our mindset as a whole team, as a whole program. It really got us better as a team. Not just individuals, as a whole team. Everybody bought in. Everybody pushed each other. Everybody got better as a group.
And Corey, how about you, man? From your perspective, both as a former player, a lot of people don't know that there's some DNA with Dad, a standout linebacker at Westlake. But as a parent, how did you view this transition with a new coach, and what it mean to you to see this kind of new emphasis on winning down there?
Well, first thing first is just, I had the opportunity to take a look at the previous coaches, that was there, and when Coach Atkins came in, it was like night and day. Just a total different approach, mindset, and just to get it done attitude. And the main thing is, he wants the best players on the field. No politics, none of that. Hey, let's put the best players on the field. Let's get it done. I got a system in place. If you guys feed into that system, which they did, we're going to win, and they got the results.
No doubt, man. Playoff bound. Just a great season for the team overall. All right, let's kind of look at the upcoming season. Coach, who do you guys got on the docket for your first game? You played, I think, a pretty decent opponent right out of the rip, don't you?
Yeah, we played Trinity Christian. Just the history of them. I think they won like 3 or 4 state championships like 4 years ago, and they had a 3-year run. I know they're actually transitioning to a new coach. I think their coach took the Hebron job, so I think they got a Stars Mills old defensive coordinator. So I know they're going to be sound on defense. They're going to give us a lot of different looks, and then on offense, they kind of transition to more of a spread attack where they got a good quarterback and good athletes, and they're trying to go no huddle, get it out in space, and there's a game plan that makes you cover the entire field. That if you make a mistake, if you line up wrong, they're going to take advantage of it. So I think it's a good test because, we have 9 region games. So you only have really one game to get it right. Then it's right into region play.
No doubt. It seems like all the schools now, everybody's transitioning, having kind of these no fluff games to start it off. It's like you're playing either an arch rival or you're playing a team that's a key team in your region right off the bat. So kudos to you guys. Listen, if somebody was coming in to watch a game that Ola plays, what kind of style or what type of look would they expect from a Atkins coach Ola team?
Physical on both sides of the ball. I always emphasize if you can win the line of scrimmage, you can win more football games than not. I say it's just a selfless team. Like, if you watch our preseason game, when we score a touchdown, all 11 people celebrate in the end zone. It's not about it's about we. You'll see us have fun. We have fun on definitely on Fridays, but you'll see definitely a physical team we're going to try to impose our will for 4 quarters. And what we've kind of figured out and found, a lot of teams will bang with you in the first quarter, but how many are going to bang with you after halftime? And, sometimes, again, like tackling like a back, which such as Clayton, okay, it might be a 4 or 5 yard gain and you're tackling him in the first quarter, but that's going to go to 40, 50, or 60 in the course of the game. So they'll see a lot of different looks on offense. You know, we try to figure out what's going to be our best as far as getting the alignment in our advantage. On defense, you know, we might have the same 11 on the field, but multiple personnel, like we'll be able to go 30 package, 40 package, 50 package. We kind of adjust based on our opponent. So I wouldn't say week to week we're the same thing, but one MO that will carry over week to week is we're going to be the most physical team on the field by any means.
Okay, what does that mean to you? You got a coach that is, first of all, plays a physical style, but also he seems to be committed to use you both ways. And what does that mean to you?
It really it really means a lot. You know, he wants the best players on the field at all times. Really, just he wants to win. It shows that he wants to win. He wants to win no matter what it takes. Really shows that he wants whoever's most versatile on the field. Really, just anything to win, basically.
I think I asked you this last year, Cable. I'll ask you again. Do you have a preference, offense versus defense?
I'd say offense. No,
don't lie. He does.
We want to get that out. So you really prefer toting that rock. That's your thing. You want to run the ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. Well, listen.
Dad wanted him at free safety. He's been playing that position since he was about 5-6 years old, and we saw it then. At that, when you 5 or 6, playing that, playing defense, kind of Pop Warner, they split the field. They split the safeties. You typically got 2 safeties, but he had such a high football IQ. They had him back there by himself, and while everybody else was trying to tackle, he was ripping the ball from you, taking it from you, running it the other way, scoring at 5-6 years old. Like, who does that? Wow. So, and I remember one season, he won his first little championship over at against the Blue Devils in Fayetteville. He had 8 interceptions that year. Half of them were pick sixes. So, I'm all about the safety position because I've seen it. I know what he can do, but hey, it's not my decision.
and just to kind of piggyback that, I'll just say, why did we have success year one? We have a kid that's Clayton, a 4-star kid. 30 offers right now. I came in, I told him, hey, I love you at running back, but I need you to play both sides of the ball. Like, in this generation, so many kids would scoff at it, try to go to a different program. He looked at me in my eyes and said, yes, sir. Even if he didn't agree with it, he never let it be shown, and he attacked it every day like he was getting the ball out the backfield. And that's part of the reason we had the success we had, because when we have kids such as that in the program that's buying into playing in a position they might not have played in years, and a position where a lot of people are like, why are you doing it? And just to have him buy in every day. And like I said, he's a heck of a kid, could have easily said no, ended up leading us in interceptions, rushing yards, touchdowns. When you have kids like that buy into the program, this sets the tone top down.
Barry, you have the student athlete playbook. What does it mean to you to hear this kind of synergy between coach, player, and parent?
Man, let me tell you something. I remember meeting Corey at the dealership, and you telling me about his sons, and I'm like, whoa. Now I'm hearing it in live how Clayton is talking. Then I hear Coach Atkins mention yes, sir, a yes, sir kid in 2025. Hey, man, that speaks to his dad. That speaks to the coach about the program and the culture of what they're doing down there at Ola, man. So I love it because Coach Atkins, with the student-athlete playbook in our program, the student-athlete achievement program, we talk about character. And yes, everything y'all talked about today speaks that all 3 of you are talking about character. Y'all are talking about what y'all are doing on and off the field of play. And you're talking about what you're doing when nobody's watching, because nobody's at y'all practices like that. So y'all are building this culture that's unbelievable. And then obviously the Way family at home have built something special, because you're talking about a kid doing that at 5-6 years old. Yeah, I agree with you. Corey. That's unbelievable.
Yes,
so yeah. So y'all got something special, and I love it, Minister. I love it when I hear coaches talk like this. I love it when fathers and actually the player, the student athlete, speaks like this, because this is what I've heard tonight so far. Work ethic. No fluff. We, not I. When Coach said we, not I, that brought me back in the day, Coach, when we used to have them team me shirts, the big team and the little me under them.
Yes,
man.
Sir.
Hey, Coach, I like you, man. So you a throwback coach, and I love that, man, because that's what I believe our young people need. They need that toughness spiritually, mentally, physically. And
Yes,
it
sir.
looks like that's what you're putting down over there with those older Mustangs, man. So shout out to you, coach, and shout out to the Way family by far. And
Yes,
Caden,
sir.
keep handling your business, young man. And yes, sir.
I want to ask a question real quick. Caden, what's your grade year? I don't hear that. Caden.
Yes, sir.
Hey, can you repeat the question? You went out.
Yeah, let me repeat it. I'm sorry, my bad. My microphone went a little crazy. Yeah, so my question was, Caden, what was your grade point average last year in school? Your grade point average, your GPA?
I had a 4.3 GPA.
Say it again, 4.3?
Yes, sir, 4.3.
Now I
All
tell
right.
them all the time. I'm not impressed because I played college football at Dartmouth. So I was like, hey, I played Ivy League, so you got to do a little better than
Right.
that.
Well, Coach, since you're a Dartmouth man, you do know that a 4.3 means that you have to be taking some AP courses because it stops at 4.0.
Yes,
So the
sir.
fact that you
Yes,
got a
sir.
4.3, you got to be taking some of the advanced placement courses. So shout out to you. So basically, what we're hearing tonight is, and this is what we try to do on the show. Listen, we're excited that what Caden does on the field, four-star athlete. By the time I walk by his dad's desk, and it's like, well, who called you this week? But we're also excited the fact that he exemplifies the real student athlete. You can't get a 4.3 taking fluff courses. You got to be going to school, hitting the books, and getting your grades. So we commend you, Caden, that you like, hey, books are important as well as the athletics because that's what it's really about. Because at the end of the day, your athletic window, especially if you get to be a senior like me, them years that you were a top athlete are like this in contrast to your whole life. So the fact that you are willing to put the time in to get the education and to parlay that into mixture with your athletics, man, is a great thing. And you got a perfect head coach, an Ivy League grad. So you set up real
Exactly.
well.
Exactly.
Listen, guys, I meant to ask Jonesboro this before I put them off the air, but I just want to ask you guys, how can people find out more about the OLA program? Do you have a website or social media where people can follow you?
We have an Instagram page. We have a Twitter page. Like we have an Ola football recruits page on Twitter that lets talk about all of our athletes, what we do week in, week out. Same thing on Instagram. We have an Ola football page as well where we try to, and same as Facebook. So we have all social media platforms where we try to get out our accolades, what we're doing for the week, the events that we're having. So, we're all on social media platforms. I have a couple coaches that, enjoy running those platforms. I'm a little older now, but we try to stay active on social media.
I got you. Good stuff. And Caden, what's your handle on social media so people can follow you as well?
Yes, sir. My Instagram is CWay with 3 E's at the end. And my Twitter is capital C Caden _ capital WA and number 2 at the end.
Look, man, we look forward to covering you guys this year. And I just want to do a quick little spotlight here on the Way family. So you're seeing two parts of the family, but we're going to have his other brother on who's involved in sports marketing. So we look forward to having him assisting us to cover McDonough high school football because, Coach, we've been doing a lot with Clayton County, but we feel that the South Side in general is underserved. So we're going to look to try to really get some more eyeballs on both Clayton and Henry County. And Corey and his family have been gracious enough to help us out. Barry's going to be helping us out more in Clayton County so we get more schools here and maybe some stuff in South DeKalb. So we're very, very excited. And last but not least, we're going to give a big shout out to Caden, big brother, who is looking to ply his trade at the next level, ramping up his game as a defensive end at Clark Atlanta. Their
Yes,
story is
sir.
similar. Their story very similar to what you guys are going through at Ola. Program had been kind of, moribund. And last year they went from being, I think they were 0-10 the previous season. And
Yep.
last year they only lost one game during the regular season and ended up in the championship of the SIAC, losing to the only team they lost to all year, which is Miles College, I believe. Yep. So, man, kudos to the Way family, what they're doing there. We look forward to partnering with them, partnering with Barry Brown and Student Athlete Playbook. And, of course, me and Corey can't
Yes, sir.
not be on the air without mentioning Allen Vigil Ford and Lincoln, our premier sponsor for high school football, and a gentleman that employs both myself and Corey Way.
Yes,
So,
yes.
guys,
You Got to give a shout out to the check writer.
Yeah, you're sure right.
Exactly.
And speaking of that, guys, just that you know,
Absolutely.
Mr. Vigil has really been outstanding. He is a proud supporter of all the high school. If you
Yes.
guys go down there, you'll
Yes,
see
sir.
you'll probably see an Allen Vigil vehicle down there, an Allen Vigil tent. And of
Yep.
course, if you do some Clayton County High School football at Terra Stadium, same thing. You will see a vehicle provided by Allen Vigil Ford that you can take a look at, and hopefully that you can buy from
Oh
me.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
But thanks. So, guys, again, we appreciate you, man, taking time out. Like I said, I know it's right after practice. So everybody's kind of, trying to wind it down. But the fact that Coach, you and Corey and Caden would take a little time out with us right after practice, man, we appreciate it. And we look forward to covering all you guys this year for what we anticipate to be a great high school football season.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We appreciate the coverage and appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, Corey, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, man. Like clockwork.
There you go. All right. All right, Brian, you've been watching Real Talk Sports Show. Keep it locked right here. We'll be back for a wrap up in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much. See you.
Looking for a vehicle? Come to Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We're a family-owned dealership that's been serving the Atlanta area for over 40 years, offering an unbeatable selection of new Fords, Lincolns, and pre-owned vehicles. Enjoy our exceptional customer service and great financing options tailored just for you. Visit us at 6790 Mount Zion Boulevard in Morrow, Georgia, located just 20 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Call us at 678-364-3979 or visit online at allenvigilford.net.
Congratulations, Amici, on your new F-250 that you got from us. How was your experience here at Allen Vigil Ford?
Thank you so much, Jonathan, man. I appreciate everything you did for me, man. This is awesome right here. And you did, your service is impeccable, man. I really appreciate everything you did for me.
Coming up next, it's the Real Talk Sports Show, bringing you great sports talk with perspective. Now, here's our host, Jonathan Simmons.
Oh, I was moving with the music there for a second. I got to get back and pay attention. Here we go. Well, listen, Barry, it's been a great show. Good to be back on the air. Good to be back with you. So what do you got going on with the student athlete playbook, sir? I know you always got something going on. What's cooking? Student athlete playbook.
Well, yes, sir. Well, I always try to make sure everybody understands. So the student athlete playbook, that's actually the book. That's the materials we use with our overall program, the Student Athlete Achievement Program from our nonprofit organization called Youth Education and Sports. So this summer, man, we had the outstanding opportunity to partner with our brother organization out in California called We Are Game. So shout out to Alan Thigpen, to Karen Rogers, the whole We Are Game crew. We were out at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and for the Student Athlete Success Conference, man. It's our third year being involved with them. We took 2 students last year out there to the conference, and this past summer we took 8 young men out to California, man, and had a great time, man, for them to get away from the Metro Atlanta area and to go see something different, man. And it was just a beautiful. So go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/student athlete playbook. You can check out the pictures. And man, we've been doing our podcast, the Student Athlete Playbook video conversation. So just been working, Jonathan, to be honest with you, just continuing to help our young people, get to where they say they want to go. So when they have that work ethic in place, they have their plan and their goals in place, then we help encourage them and give them the tools and share the tools with them that they can use to become that outstanding adult that they're destined to be, man. So yeah, so that's what we're out here doing, man. Just working and keeping everybody moving. Yes, sir.
We appreciate you on that, brother. At the end of the day, you guys can see it. For those of you who are watching, you'll see the ticker down below there. Facebook.com/student athlete playbook. So check them out. And certainly they have ways if you want to contribute to them. They have ways, they have links. Absolutely. You can donate to the organization. But there it is right there on your screen. Facebook.com/student athlete playbook. Check out my man Barry Brown and all the stuff that he's doing there in the community, because they're doing some great stuff. And really, as I tell you guys each and every week, for those of you who are watching, if you have a compelling story, certainly hit us up on social media. Let me know. We'd love to bring on your favorite coach, high school player. It could be someone in ministry. It could be someone just a fellow businessman like Mr. Vigil, who's doing some great stuff. We'd love to have them come on the program and talk to us about what they're doing. Well, it's very, very easy to do that. Hit me up. Just send me an email, jsimmons@realtalksports.net, or you can text me 678-410-9833. Like I say again, we'd love to have them on and tell their story, because Real Talk Sports is in fact that. We want to tell you and let you know the good things that are going on in the world of sports, not just all the negatives. So please, ma'am, please, sir, hit us up. We'd love to have you be a part of the Real Talk Sports Show. Well, Barry, before we kind of wrap it up, got to talk a little bit about, I mentioned it early in the broadcast, the Atlanta Falcons. What do you think about the Falcons' chances this year as they now have loaded up on defense? How about that? They've actually added not one but two studs, Javon Walker and James Pierce Jr. What do you think about those additions to that team?
Hey, Jonathan, like you said, we've talked about this for a long time. Very excited that they finally made the right decision in the first round, and they end up getting two of them. So definitely familiar with both Walker and Pierce, man. Walker from the University of Georgia, Pierce from the University of Tennessee. So hey, I'm cheering for both those young men, and I believe that they're going to finally make an impact on the defensive side of the ball and get some sacks this year and not be 31st, 30, 29. We're going to actually move up and be in the middle of the pack this year. I'm hoping for a jump. I'm not looking for extreme jumps, but I hope we'll finish, in that 17 to 20 range. And if they can do that with the offense that we believe we can have, then I think the Falcons can make some headway into the playoffs this year. So, of course, it all depends on quarterback play, but it's very exciting for them administratively, franchise-wise, to finally make a pick in the first round that everybody knew we needed to make. That's what I'm happy about right now.
No doubt this team looks like they have all the pieces in place to make, I think, a significant run in the postseason. Of course, the big thing is Michael Penix. Obviously, we're excited. The guy's got a cannon. His left arm is as good as anybody out there. The question is, we really don't know what he is over a 17-game season. We got a good sample size of what he can do. We saw the potential in two blockbuster games against the Commanders and later on against the Panthers. Unfortunately, both of those games, which were both winnable, ended up to be Falcons losses. So, he did not come away with a win, but he did show you flashes. Now, one thing we'll have to improve upon is his completion percentage, which I think is why he spent so much time in the offseason working with Kyle Pitts. Because as you know, Barry, every quarterback's friend is the tight end. So
absolutely.
So he spent a lot of time with him. Another thing, too, is he has a guy, Bijan Robinson, who has the potential to be one of the best, if not the best, all-around back in the NFL, kind of giving you the flavor of a guy that he worked out with this year over the summer, which is Christian McCaffrey.
Absolutely. Well, when you start looking at Bijan Robinson, yeah, no doubt he's looked at as an outstanding running back, and people are pushing him up to that top tier. You don't want to call him Saquon Barkley Jr., but you have to start looking at him like, hey, man, this dude can make an impact in the game just like him. So just like the tight end is a quarterback's best friend, I like what the Jonesboro coach said tonight. Coach Floyd said, hey, we're going to give the ball to the big dog in the backfield. We got big offensive linemen. Hey, we just going to plow people over. So there's nothing better than a quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, having a running game. And and that's essentially what Penix is, still a rookie. And we remember the last time we had a big shot quarterback coming out of college by the name of Matt Ryan from Boston College. Hey, he had Michael Turner, the burner, and you saw what we did with that. So if we can do something similar to that with Penix, Bijan Robinson, and you get Pitts working, now you're talking about an offense that can roll, because we know we got some receivers out there that can go get that ball, contested balls, fly by people balls. So, hey, I'm excited about this season, man. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the unsung hero, and I mentioned him last year, and I think if the Falcons can find a way to incorporate him, they're going to be even more deadly in the running attack, which people forget. What's my man call him? He says he's a a bowling ball with spikes. Now I'm talking about Mr. Algiers.
Algiers.
Right. Because here's the thing with Tyler Algiers. Here's a guy that gives you a total change of pace. And we know that a team that many of these former Falcons that played on this team, they always feel, this is going back 45 years, that the 1980 Falcons team, if you talk to guys that played on that team, they feel that they were the best Falcons team ever. And the reason why is because they had everything you needed. They had an MVP quarterback. They had thunder and lightning with Lynn Kane in the backfield, and also with my mind is
William Andrews.
Yeah, who's been on this program, William. I'm sorry, brother. He's been on the program a couple of times, but they had a team that was really a strong team, and then they had Junior Miller, who was an outstanding tight end. So they have all the same ingredients this year. I think that they use the run attack and then use Penix's arm to go deep. I look at him to think and dunk. I'm like, hey man, make these guys come up with a strong run attack and then turn that left arm cannon loose. Just saying.
Absolutely.
So, hey, man, listen,
I like that philosophy.
Hey, man, I think they can do it. But listen, brother, the time has come up already for us to wrap this up. We thank you for joining us here. And, everybody, before I leave, the minister can't let you go without remembering saying, hey, sports is great, education is great, but this interior, man, is the most important thing. So I'm going to tell you right now, folks, if you do not have that connection, if you do not know the Lord, then here's how you do it. You got to repent of your sins, believe that his son, Jesus Christ, came here, fully man, fully God, and died for your sins. But more importantly, rose from the dead. If you believe in him, two great things. Number one, you become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. And number two, you become an adopted child of God with all the rights therein. That means you now can go to God like a heavenly parent, ask him for anything you need or desire, and according to his will, he'll grant it to you. And when you die, you go to that wonderful, spectacular, happy place called heaven, where there's none of the following: no pain, no pandemic, you never get old, you never die, you never cry. And guess what? You're now living with all the good people. Matter of fact, you get a chance to see God and Jesus Christ face to face, and all the people of love. And you avoid that nasty place called hell, where all the things I just mentioned will not be there. Matter of fact, it's just the opposite. It's at the devil, all his demonic hosts, and all the most evil people ever on earth. I don't know about you, but I like option number one instead of option number two. All right, everybody, until the next time we get back together again, you know how we do it. We simply say, God bless you, and have a wonderful rest of the day or evening, whichever may apply. So long. Take care.